Well, howdy. Hey, how you doing? My name's Paul. This is Plan Z, and I'm not usually in my bed like this with my gear. Bit of a problem with my back, so having to take a slightly different approach for a little minute whilst that heals. But I just wanted to kind of just hear something. Now, I was having a bit of a chat with a mate of mine online about one of the patches in the GT1000 core. Told me to check it out, so I have. It's the shred lead, I think it is, patch number in bank 5, no, in bank 6, patch 5 of the presets is shred lead. So I've saved it and I've made a couple of changes to it just to make it functional for how I use it. All I've done is change where the bank up and down buttons are, and I've split where the sub speakers are from the main speakers, so we have a fair crack at it. But I've not changed anything else in the patch. And something interesting came up. So here, using my two notes on the back end of the GT1000 is my X crunch. That's it in medium gain. That's it in the high gain of the X crunch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the X MODED, which is the amp which is used in this patch I've been asked to check out. Now I've also got an X MODED set up. My X MODED sounds like this. This is the low gain. Now here we've got the REVV 412s open back. What's the other thing? It's the 6L6 valves we're listening to at the moment. I have got the EL34 set up somewhere else, but we'll just stay on this for a minute. So that's the low gain. This is my medium gain, and now high gain. Okay, so that's my X MODED. Now I'm going to go to this patch. Okay, so this is shredded lead. I engaged the patch and already it's very loud, and I've turned the speaker sims off, so we've got the REV cabs on it. So I've done the same thing as we would do in the other patches, not changed any of the other settings. Obviously this patch has been built for the original cab sim in the GT1000, and what I found is a very different experience. But let's hear what this X MODED sounds like. Yeah, it's noisy, but it actually sounds quite nice. Let's just go back to the one I was doing a minute ago. Let's hear what the difference is. So this is their X MODED as it comes. Yeah, and that's my X MODED. I'm going to go into a settings video where I'm going to rebuild that lead patch the way that I would build it, because I think I'm getting a better result than what the GT1000 comes with as standard. And my patches are also, I build more dynamics into the patch, but the core sound, I'm preferring my core tone compared to. Just going to go back to that shred. Heavy reverb on that. I'm just going to take the verb off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try inserting my sheriff. That's the Sheriff in high gain. Such a noisy patch. Why is this patch so noisy? The noise gate up a bit still. Okay, so this is the X-modded. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to save the change I made there, so we've at least got the ability to insert the Sheriff. And going to my X-modded. This is the Sheriff now in medium gain. This is my X-modded in medium gain. I'm going to switch between the two. I'm going to go to the high gain on the Sheriff. We're going to go to the high gain of the X-modded now. Bear me a moment. Just need to tune. Actually, let's try using the tuner on HX Effects since it's there. Okay. Back in the game. Okay, so this is high gain X-modded. High gain Sheriff. Yeah, so I'd say to you, if you were looking to emulate the Victory Sheriff with the Boss GT1000, I'd be looking at the X-modded. But I wouldn't be looking at it how it's set up. Look. This is the Sheriff. So I've got that other patch saved miles away from where I'm working on. And I'm going to go to the shredded one now so we can hear what the difference is. Quite different, eh? Like, it's really overdriven, it's really noisy, but it's not anywhere near as present as... Not anywhere... Right, so I'm now in the high gain and I'm really clean. There's no noise extra going on. And I think I'm more aggressive, and just generally it's a better tone going on here. So I would urge you to experiment with your patches. It's not just the speaker sim making a difference, right? So I'm now going to see what this sounds like with EL34s using the Rev. Now, EL34s and EL84s would be well, EL34 I think is traditionally used in a Marshall. So this is, whereas the 6L6 is more of a Mesa Boogie kind of vibe. I listened to that already, it sounds fantastic. Bring the sheriff in. Down to the low gain. I think this is giving us a slightly hotter level with these valves, so I need to pull this level back. Just pull it back 1 dB. Okay, so that's my X-Modded with the EL34s on it. Let's go to the shredded one. Yeah, I mean, it just sounds really muffled, nasally and noisy straight away. Look, I'm not a very good player. I need a good sound to sound good. I couldn't sound good with this sound. You know, I'm still getting back into, I only picked up the guitar again, you know, a couple of years ago after a long break. And I think this sounds better. That's the X-Modded. That's the Sheriff. So let's see what Britstack sounds like. Now, I've not finished tweaking this. Yeah, it sounds fucking great. Let's go to the wets. This is the Sheriff. Gonna go to the X-Modded. We're in the low gain of the X-Modded at the moment. Going into the medium gain, back pickup. Going to the high gain. Sheriff. Okay, I'm going to end that there. A little sound check just to do a little comparison of things. I really like how this is sounding now. I think I'm going to be able to start working on my tracks, and I think what I need to do now is set up some bass patches, and then I can start doing some settings videos on what I'm doing with the guitar here. I've set up all of the amps from natural. Hang on, let's do that quickly. This is going to be a slightly longer video now.